Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we're actually going to be taking a look at the Orvis Guide Sling Bag. Now I've seen quite a bit of videos online already doing a full review of this bag. Some of the things that I noticed in the video or all the videos that I've watched certainly helped guide my decision to actually purchasing this bag. Some of the things that I didn't see in the videos I want to actually bring to light in this video. But for the most part, this is an amazing bag. I personally like it. I've had multiple different ways to actually carry my tackle and all my gear, from different versions of sling bags to an actual waist pack, which pretty much looks like a fanny pack, to just having a regular old tackle box. Now, it doesn't matter what in the end that you bring, so as long as that it has what you need in it and it's comfortable. Now, when you first get the bag, of course, you're gonna have the tag. I went ahead and removed it. Now, this is the actual sand version. There is another version that has a lot more design going on. Personally, I like this one a little bit better. I don't really see how it is sand. It's kind of a gray, not really like a desert sand in that case. But nevertheless, we'll go top to bottom, left to right, and look at each little, I guess, accessory that this bag has over the regular sling bag. Some of the things I will forget, so keep that in mind as you are comparing these. But if we look first and foremost at the sling portion of it, I think this is one of the better features of this bag. So the actual sling portion of it. So this part right here, you can pretty much attach anything that you want. Anything, if you have a retractable clip, there's a little bungee here. I guess you can put your pliers in there. There's actually another part on the bag where you can put the locking pliers, but if your pliers do not lock, this is a great location for it. This bag right here, or really this pocket right here, can carry quite a bit of stuff. Personally, I keep the dry shake in there. What else do I keep in there? Yep, just a dry shake, but it has plenty of room for other things as well. Essentially, whatever you go to access the most or go to grab the most, perfect, because it's right in front of you the whole time. Underneath, there is a compartment for locking pliers. There's a little tab underneath, way tucked up in there, pretty much a piece of cloth where you lock those pliers onto, and it works perfectly. The one thing I found when wearing shirts with pockets, depending on your type of pliers or how you re-sling the bag, it is very possible that it will actually get caught on that portion of it. So beyond that, there is a kind of retaining strap that you pretty much buckle right into here. Now, I like it because it actually keeps the bag in place. It keeps it from really shifting around too much. Now, with that said, it is an extra step when slinging and unslinging. I've left it off sometimes and I really haven't noticed the difference, but it is nice that it's there. On the other end, there is an actual clip as well, so if you don't like it, you can just remove it. Up top here, there is a clip, and this is probably one of the only clips that is on this bag. So if I look around the whole part of the bag, that's really it. Now you have this area back here where you can probably clip something on, but if you like, I guess, these clip options on the bag, there's really only one. So that is something to keep in mind as you look at other bags that have all sorts of webbing and, you know, clips like this that you can hang stuff off of. Me personally, I keep my fishing badge on there, and that's what I've kind of always done. Now, one of the better selling points of this bag that I really truly like is the actual net holder. So this is a pretty large net. It fits in there pretty well. It pretty much goes diagonally across the bag, sorry, as I turn this around, and it works really well. I put an actual bungee on it so I don't lose it. Now, one thing I will say, when I guess slinging and unslinging this bag, if you don't make it snug, it's liable to fall out. So if you have a net that is larger than this, just bear in mind that it may not fit nearly as well. Same thing with the handle. So the handle, where it comes out, right here at the bottom, if you have a super long handle, that might be something that could get caught up on something. Just keep that in mind as well. So coming around to the front of the bag, this hidden pocket here, which is awesome. Anything that has a retractable clip, whether it's a pair of nippers or really anything. You know, if you have your dry shake on a retractable, I guess, you know, key clip, go ahead and keep it on there. I think it's actually made for nippers, especially since right here you have your tippet ring. So I love the fact that it's built in. I love the fact that it's right there in front of you, completely accessible. From my, I guess, guesstimation, I believe it probably holds between 8 and 9 different sizes, or I guess tippet rings. I only have 4 on there. I should probably get some more, but right now 4 is all I need. This is probably one of the better features of the bag. Pretty easy to take off and reload. I haven't had any issues whatsoever with it. As far as the actual pockets of the bag, there are 2 main pockets. And before I do forget, right here on the side, as well as right here on the front, where the actual sling portion of the bag, they have, I guess, areas where you can keep your flies. I've used it a couple times, me personally. I don't want to ruin the bag. I don't want to puncture a hole in the bag, so I was pretty careful with it. Now that being said, I did just place a hook or a fly on it, and it held on there really well, to the point where I felt like I was actually ripping the fibers out. So it may be something I may not use, or I'll actually go ahead and find a Velcro version of a, I guess, you know, a fly stay, or, you know, one of those kind of foam mats. That's probably what it's made for. I haven't seen, you know, I guess, documentation otherwise. And before I get to the pockets, I will get to this part here. So the actual bottle holder works really well. This is an average size bottle. This is a hydro flask. I believe it is, let's say, 18 ounces. Fits in there perfectly. And it actually stays in there because of this bungee that you can pretty much cinch down. I was a little bit fearful that it would fall out at moving around, catching fish, or just hiking, but it actually doesn't. So back to the 2 main pockets. So there are 2 main pockets on here. This first pocket is kind of what I consider like your main pocket. These are the things that you probably would want to keep right there. The most accessible, well, the second most accessible pocket, besides the one that is actually on the sling. So of course there's plenty of space for fly boxes. Let's move some stuff out of here. So as you can see, this is a pretty wide and deep pocket. Of course I have another fly box, some split shots, some hand sanitizer, suntan lotion. I haven't filled it up. I hope I don't fill it up and weigh it down, but there's a lot that can fit in here. Now the second pocket, much larger. And this is, again, one of the reasons why I personally chose the sling over the guide over the normal bag. So as you can see, plenty of space. Inside here, they do have the Velcro attachment for the, I guess, the wet weather bag, or the waterproof, the water resistant bag that you can add in there as an attachment. On the side here, there's a bungee, I guess, mesh pocket that you can, I guess, throw some stuff in there. It keeps things separated, which is nice. It's not just a pile of, you know, a bunch of fishing stuff and you're kind of rooting around in there. Same thing with up here. There's that little attachment for the I guess you can put keys on it, but this is where my nippers are attached to. On the top side of it, there's another zippered, I guess, mesh pocket, and of course plenty of space. As far as individual pockets in the first bag, there's a zippered pocket right here along the bottom, as well as 2 individual pockets that hold plenty of space. Things are easy to, I guess, access. And then on top here, there's 2 more mesh pockets. Again, the actual way that they compartment this bag is done, in my opinion, very well. I'm very happy with it. Again, I've had multiple different versions of bags, from a waist pack to a sling bag. This is something that is comfortable. It holds a lot of space. It doesn't feel overbearing. When it is fully kitted out with everything in there, it really doesn't weigh that much. Probably what weighs the most is your water. Beyond that, I recommend it. I think it's a great bag. This goes retail for about $149. If you're able to find it anywhere else for less than that, I highly recommend it. But beyond that, if you guys have any questions, comments, or would like me to share anything else, please comment below, and I'll be able to, I guess, in real time, give you some updates on the bag as well. But I do like this bag and I would recommend it. Now, last but not least, how the actual bag looks. So this is the bag as properly worn. So of course you got the strap in front of you, that pocket, easily accessible. Of course, the pliers, I had to watch out not to get caught on my actual pocket. If you don't wear pocketed shirts, don't even worry about it. That retaining strap right here, to unbuckle it, of course I would unbuckle it from here. Unbuckling it from back here is, you can't see really what you're doing. It's really difficult. So unbuckle it from here. Again, the side of the bag where the water actually is, easily accessible right there. On the other side, the actual net, pretty much a one-hand operation right there. Easy to take out, easy to put back in. And again, the handle on this side, right about here, the handle is pull that and you have everything right there in front of you. And if you are tying a bunch of flies or this or that, you actually have a little bit kind of like a workstation right here on top. Again, I would recommend this bag. I've gone through at least 2 different versions of sling bags. On top of that, I've done waist packs. Again, if you're looking for something that can hold everything that you need, something that is ergonomic and has a lot of space, and most importantly is comfortable, this is the bag for you. If you've liked this review and you want to see more reviews of other fly fishing equipment, feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you and see you next time.